The Liberals' health critic is calling out Ontario's top doctor for being absent in a time of crisis, saying there's been a lack of public health guidance as our healthcare system continues to struggle.
It has now been over 1 month since we last officially heard from our Chief Medical Officer of Health.
Liberal health critic and former ER physician Dr. Adil Shamji held a news conference today calling for better leadership from Dr. Kieran Moore as critically ill children continue flooding hospitals.
He needs to provide an update on where we are right now, how to brace for the pediatric influenza spike without calling in more NGOs like the Red Cross, and how to prepare families for the holidays. We have 1 week left before the break. In fact, less than that, because Hanukkah begins this weekend.
The last time Dr. Moore held a proper news conference was on November 14th, when he strongly recommended masking in crowded public settings but stopped short of a mandate. Today, he did appear on a Toronto radio show and did speak to the Canadian press, saying he believes the flu season may have peaked in Ontario and that the number of children getting admitted to hospital has shown steady decline. But as of today, there are still 117 kids in the ICU.
I'm standing here, and this is where he needs to be. He could call a press conference and this room would be entirely full with reporters who would be able to communicate the messages and the answers to many of the questions that I've asked.
The Liberals are also calling for a major public health and vaccination campaign, saying this is something the Ford government should have rolled out many weeks ago. And as we head into the holidays, health experts are concerned that not enough people are rolling up their sleeves.
Just talking to colleagues, like the kids that are being admitted for flu are the ones that did not get the vaccine this year.
And based on what already happened in the Southern Hemisphere, we knew this season was going to be bad. Dr. Samir Sinha with Mount Sinai Hospital tells me more could have been done to convey that to the public.
So if our government is putting out messaging saying everything's fine, the system's working like it should, we're missing the fact that we shouldn't be having this level of overload in our system. And you know what, again, if you don't want to be on the news in one of those images of being shipped off to another hospital because your hospital is full, you know what you can do to avoid that and to get through a nice holiday season? Get vaccinated. That's the messaging that should be clear.
Now, CityNews did reach out to the Ministry of Health numerous times this week asking for an interview with Dr. Moore. We did not receive a response. Shauna Hunt, CityNews.